Hello everyone, welcome to the channel IGCSE&GCE MATHS SCHOOL. Today we are going to discuss the paper 2 Vector Mathematics Edexcel IGCSE June 2022. In this paper we have discussed until the question number 13. Now we are discussing today from the question number 14. Now let's go to the question number 14 and see what is in that class, right? Okay, now question number 14. They say question number 14, the expand and simplify. First part, 5 minus x, 2x plus 3 and x plus 4. Then part B, they say make C the subject of this formula G equals C plus 3 over 4 plus C minus 7. Right. First of all, we take the question 14. Question 14A. What is the expand and simplify? 5 minus x, 2x plus 3. This one x plus 4. Then we are asked to expand this way, we have to multiply this by this by this. First of all, leaving this 5 minus x here, then we will multiply these two. We'll multiply these two. How do you multiply these two? By this 2x, you multiply this whole thing. Then by this plus 3 also, this whole thing is multiplied. Then 2x multiplied by x plus 4. Then this plus 3 also you multiplied by that x plus 4. Same thing. Okay. Alright. Now we will do that. 5 minus x here comes as it is. Then bracket. Then multiply. Alright. 2 remove brackets. This brackets by multiplying by 2 this 2x. 2x times x is 2x square. 2x times 4 is 8x. Then this 3 times x is 3x. Then 3 times 4 is 12. Like this. Right. We multiply. 2 times 2x times x is 2x square. 2x times 4 is 8x. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 4 is 12. Right. Now you can simplify this. It's come to be a quadratic expression. Then this will be 2x square. Then 8x plus 3x are like terms. You can add them together. Then this 8 plus 3 is 11x. Then plus 12. Okay. Right. Now these are the steps. Then you have to multiply this whole thing by this one. How do you do that? By this 5 you multiply this whole thing. By this minus x also you multiply this whole thing. Then by 5 you multiply the whole thing. And then this minus 5. Then this minus x. Then this minus x also you multiply this whole thing. Then 2x squared plus 11x plus 12. Okay. Now we'll multiply. Remove brackets by multiplying. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 then x squared. 5 times 2x squared is 10 x squared. Then 5 times 11 is 55 x. Then 5 times 12 is 60. Okay. Then minus x times 2x squared. How to write? Minus x times 2x squared. My x times x is how much? X to the power 3. Because here the power is x1. Then when you multiply x by x to the power 1 by x to the power 2, that is multiplication of 2 integers of the same base. Power added 1 plus 2 is 3. That is how we get this power 3. Then here minus x means here minus 1 is the coefficient. The minus 1 into 12 is minus 1 into 2 is minus 2. That is how we get right here minus x times 2x squared is minus 2x to the power 3. That is how we get it. Okay. Then minus x times 11x again minus x into 11x. Then x times x is how much? X to the power 1, x to the power 1. Then again you multiply 2 integers of the same base, that is x. Then x in x to the power 1 into x to the power in 1, how much? X to the power 2. Then you get this power standard when you multiply into the same base. Then minus here, minus x means here minus 1x. Minus 1 into 11 is minus 11. Minus 11x square. Then when you multiply this minus x by 11x, it will be minus 11x square. So, then minus x times 12 is minus 12x. Okay, that is that. Right, now we multiply that. Then we see whether there are like terms to be added. Then we write the statement in the descending powers of x. Then you write the term with the largest power, that is highest power is 3. Are there any terms with the power of x 3? No. This is the only one. They have to write it here at the beginning, to minus 2x to the power 3. Now what is the next one? Then the next smaller power. X to the power 2, x to the power 2. Then there are two terms, x to the power 2. Then here 10x squared minus 11 squared. Both are x squared terms. They are like terms. They can be added and subtracted. Then here 10x squared, here minus 11 squared. You have to subtract because two numbers of the same. The two algebraic, two like terms of the same different signs. Two like terms of the different signs. Therefore, you subtract. Therefore, minus 1x minus x. Minus 1x squared or minus x squared. Right. Then you get this 55x and 12x minus 12x. 55x minus 12x how much? Then you deduct. No, yeah. 5 plus 55 here, plus 55x here, minus 12x. Then two like terms of the same, two like terms of different signs. Therefore, subtract. Then minus 12. How much? 3 here 4. Then that is 2 deducted from 5 is 3, 1 deducted from 4 is 5, the 43. Then it will be plus 43 x. Then there is another plain term here, plus 60. This is the answer after expanding and simplifying. Okay. Right. Right, now we are going to part B. Part B, what do they ask? Part B, they ask, see the subject of this. G equals, they give formula C plus 3 over 4 plus C minus 7. Now, we are asked to see the subject. Now, then first of all, we take this minus 7 to this side, then that will be plus 7. Then G plus 7 equals C plus 3 over 4 plus C. Then we take this 4 plus C whole term to this side. Here it is division by 4 plus C. This side, then when it goes to this side, become multiplication by 4 plus C. Then this 9 plus, not 9, G. G plus C, 7 whole thing is multiplied by what? Then 4 plus C equals how much? C plus 3. Okay. That is what is left on the right side, C plus 3. Now we are going to expand this. G plus 7 and G plus 7 and into 4 plus C. How do you do? You write here this one by G, this G you multiply this whole thing. And this by this plus 7 also, you multiply this whole thing, 4 plus C. C plus 3. Then 9 times, G times 4 is 4G. G times C is plus GC. Then 7 times 4 is how much? 28. Then 7 times C is 7C. This side is C plus 3 as it is, right? Now, okay. G times 4 is 4G, G times C is GC, and 7 times 4 is 28, 7 times 6, 70. Okay, right. Now see whether there are like that. Now you take C terms, collect all C terms to this side, left side, then all other terms to other side. 4G is not a G term, take to that side. Then to C is what we call this plus 3 here, and take this 4G to that side, then minus 4G. Then take this 28 to that side, then minus 28. Okay, then you write here C terms, all GC is here, and this plus 7C is here, and you take this C also of this side, then minus C, plus will become minus. Okay, right. Okay. Now here we can further simplify this. GC plus 7C minus C, we can write this 7CC, 7CC are like terms, you can deduct them. Then GC, then plus 7C minus C, 6C. Okay, equals this side. See whether you can add and subtract. Yes, this 28, 28 and 3. 3 and minus 28, two numbers of different signs, you have to subtract. Then 3 from minus 28 is minus 25. And then here it is minus 25. Then and minus 4G. This is what is left on the right side. Okay. Now you here common factor C, take it out. Then it will be G plus 6 equals minus 25 minus 4G. Okay. Then to make C the subject, you take this 9 plus G to other side. Then I will take it here. Right. Then we have come to C within brackets 9 plus G. Then G plus 6. G plus 6 equals minus 25 minus 4G. Right. Okay. Then to make this C the subject, this C the subject here, C multiplied by this whole thing, then whole thing is taken to other side, then it becomes division. Okay, then C equals then minus 25 minus 4G over G plus 6. This is the answer. C stands the subject now. Okay. Done. Right. Now 15A here. 15A, question 15, then we write 15A here. 15A. Alright. 15A, they solve this one. 4x plus 5 over 3 minus 3 minus 2x over 2 equals 3. Then here these are fractional equations. When there are fractional equations, now it is easier to solve it if you remove the denominator. There, first of all, we remove the denominators. To remove the denominators, we multiply by the LCM of the denominators. What is the LCM of 3 and 2? That is 3 is a prime number, 2 is a prime number. Then straight away multiply those two together to get the LCM. 3 into 2, 6. Then that is how you find the LCM of two prime numbers. Just multiply those two together to get the LCM of two prime numbers, right? Okay. No, neither because they don't have other factors, right? Then here 3 multiply 3 and you get 6. Then you multiply this by 6, and this also by 6. All right, 6 into 4x plus 5 over 3. Other one is this, minus 6 into 3 minus 2x over 2. Then we multiply this also by 6. Then equals 3 into 6. Like that. Now you cancel this 3 and 6. 3 times 4, 6 is 2. Then cancel this 2 and 6. 2 times 4, 6 is 3. Okay. Now what is left here? This 2 multiplied by this whole thing. Then you write 2 multiplied by 4x plus 5. That is how you write multiplication of an expression by something. Then here this minus sign and 3 are minus 3. Then multiplied by 3 because of this multiplication, 3 minus 2x. Okay. Equals 3 times 6, 18. Now remove brackets. 2 times 4, x how much? 8x. 2 times plus 5 is plus 10. Minus 3 times 3 is minus 9. Minus 3 times minus 2 is plus 6x. Okay. Equals 18. Done. We multiplied and remove brackets. We multiplied and removed brackets. Minus 3 times 3 minus 9. Minus 3 times minus 2 is minus plus 6x. Right. Now x terms are collected. 6 and 8. These are like terms. 6x and 8x are like terms. Then they can be added 14x. Okay. Then 10 minus 9 how much? That is 1 plus 1. Then equals 18. 10 minus 9 plus 1. Okay. Then take 1 to that side. Then 14x equals 18. This plus 1 become minus, it goes to that side, minus 1. Then it is 14x equals how much? 18 minus 1, 17. Then x equals, you take here 14 and to that side here multiplication by 14. 14x means 14 multiplied by x. That is multiplication by 14, division by 14. 17 over 14. Then 17 over 14, we can say, you can convert that into, this is improper fraction. You can convert it into mixed number or the proper fraction. 14x equals how much? 14 times 17 is 1. Then 3 is left. 3 over 14. Okay. This is the answer. X equals 1, 3 over 14. Right. We did that part A of 15. Then we have to do the part B. Part B is to solve quadratic inequality. To solve a quadratic inequality. Yes. Right. Now I will erase of this for a while. Otherwise, I will find some space problem. Right. Okay. Now they ask you to solve part B. Q15 part B. Solve. What is to be solved? This inequality. This one. 2y square minus 7y minus 30 less than equal 0. Minus 7y minus 30 less than or equal 0. Right. Now, first of all, this is a quadratic equation. We will take this as the equation first of all and find the roots. Minus 7y minus 30 equals 0. You take the equation first. Ignoring that inequality, take the equation and solve this. Then how do you solve this? Then we can apply the factorization method to solve this down. This is a quadratic equation. To solve the quadratic equation, we can apply factorization or quadratic formula or graphs of completing squares. Completion of squares. Right. Now here we can factorize this. That's it. Then we have to factor. You multiply this 2 by this minus 30. This one. Then how much? Minus 60. Then find the factors of this one. What are the factors of this minus 60? When you have coefficient in the square term, that coefficient is multiplied by this, what is this called? Constant term, here it is minus 30. Then you get the factors of the product of those two. So that the sum of the factors equals this middle term coefficient, right? Coefficient of y. Then you can write this as, this should be, you can write 12 over 12 into 5 is 60. Then you have to put the sign positive or negative to the one of the two numbers, because here this product is minus 60. Therefore, one number of the one factor must be negative. Then which one is negative? That should be negative sign should be put to the one of the factors, so that sum of the factors will be equal to minus, and if we put after 12, then minus 12 plus this 5, how much? Minus 7, right? So, okay, these are the two what we call the two factors that we have to take. Now what we do, you write this middle term in terms of these two factors. Then 2y square minus the middle term minus 7y, you can write in terms of these two factors, minus 12y and plus 5y and minus 30. This minus 30 equals 0. Okay. Now you pair this like this. You pair this. You break that into two statements. Then you separately factorize this. Then what is the common factor for this? 2 is common and 1y is also common. There 2y is common. And what is left here? Y. Then minus. Then 12 can be written as 12 into 6. Now out of that 12, 2 was taken out. Y also written. What is left is 6 here. Y minus 6. Then you take here plus 5 out. If you take plus 5 out, then y is left here. Then minus 30 divided by 5 is minus 6. Okay. In this quadratic factorization, always you must try to get the same terms within both pair of brackets at this stage. Same terms within both pairs of brackets at this particular stage. Then the factors will be then one factor will be terms inside, other one is to be term outside. 2y plus 5 equals 0. Now, okay. Then this one, if you take from this one y minus 6 equals 0 or 2y plus 5 equals 0. Okay. Now 2y plus 5. 2y plus 5 equals 0. Then you can write 2y. 5 is taken on that side, becomes negative. Then here divide by 2. Then you get y equals minus 5 minus 5 over 2. That means minus 2 and half. Okay. That's minus 2. Y equals minus 2 and half. Minus 2 and half. Okay. Then here for this one, I solve this part. Ultimately, I got y equals minus 2 and half. Then here y equals how much? 6. Take minus 6 to other side, becomes 6. Oh, this one equals y equals how much? Minus 2 and half. Okay. Right. Now you draw a number line. This how you solve inequalities. Then you mark these two values here. This is 6 here. Then this is negative value must be somewhere here, minus 2 and half. Then here somewhere here must be 0. Okay, this is a number line. Then by this marking of the two roots on this number line is divided into 3 regions like this, 3 parts like this. One part is this middle part, this one. So this is called what? Y here, y greater than or equals minus 2 and half and less than or equals 6. That is that part. Then this part. For this side, this is y less than this minus 10. This part will be y, because here it is minus 3, minus 4, minus 7, all less than that. No, therefore y must be less than minus 2 and half. That is that part. Then this part will be how much? Here if you take these values now 8, 9, 10, all are greater than 6. No, therefore y greater than 6 for that area. Okay. Now we have to find which part of the number line is satisfied by satisfies this inequality. Then first of all, always try to find out which part whether middle part satisfies the inequality. First test the middle part of the number line. That is this region. Y greater than or equals minus 2 and half and or y less than or equals 6. Try that part. See whether that part satisfies that. How do you show that? How do you do that? How do you check whether this part satisfies the inequality? You find a value on the number line in this part and substitute that to the inequality and see whether the inequality is true for that. Right. Then here one value in this part of the number line is 0. Therefore we will substitute 0 to that, and then you take y equals 0. Then y equals 0, you substitute into that one. 2y squared minus 7y minus 30 less than 0. Then substitute this y equals 0. Then 2 into this y, 0 to the power 2 minus 7 into 0 minus 30. Then 0 to the power 0 is 0 into 2 is 0. Here this part is 0. Minus 7 into 0 is also 0. Then what is left here? Minus 30. Minus 30 less than 0. Yes, minus 30 is less than 0. Right? Therefore, that means this part of the number line satisfies the inequality. Therefore, solution is this. That's all. Then in this particular solving quadratic equations, quadratic inequalities, if this middle part satisfies the inequality, then these two parts do not satisfy. That is what happens definitely. Therefore, if the middle part satisfies, then without any hesitation, take that as the solution. Right? Then, and if the middle part does not satisfy the inequality, that means definitely these other two parts, these other two parts satisfy the inequality. Then the other two parts are the solutions if this one does not satisfy. Okay, right. Now, therefore, the solution will be what? Solution is what? Solution is how much? This one, minus 2 and half less than or equals y less than or equals 6. This is the solution, because that part of the number line satisfies the inequality. After substituting one of the value in that part of the number line, this one goes through. Right here. Okay, right. That is how you solve the inequalities in easier way. Then have a nice time. See you. And this video is ended with this, and wish you all the best.